Hello, welcome to Forum Friday. On Forum Fridays, I have Mark Florkey. Hi, Mark.
Hi, Len. Hi, everybody.
Mark Florkey is going to join me in discussing what's happening over at the forums. What's happening there, Mark?
Well, we've had a renewed flurry of activity taking place in the forums with our technical problems behind us. And so we've some of the quick updates are that there is the 28 questions that were posed in the shelf life seminar have all been posted into the bread processing area. Well, majority of them are there. There's one in gluten free and one in food safety as well, and so they're there for people to share and help contribute. And Lynn and I will as we get the opportunity, we'll contribute on those as well. These are basically the questions we didn't get a chance to answer in the seminar because we ran out of time.
Yeah.
So we'll continue to do that with our seminars as we have extra questions that we don't get to in the time space, that we'll post them in the forum. We have a new member, Karel. I didn't quite catch where he's from, but he's jumped in with both feet, and he's been contributing on several topics in the forum and adding his experience and expertise, and that's what we love to see, because that's what it's all about. I'll be honest, I'm holding back on some things, and I don't have time to address every single question, because I want everybody to learn.
Do that too,
and I want to learn from some of you guys and what your experiences are. And so, yeah, we've got an interesting question that has come is some people having trouble with their hamburger buns. They're getting large cavity holes inside the bun. And so we've had a couple of members jumping in, and the conversation is ongoing right now. A lot of that is typically from a molding fault, either dough that is too dry, or too warm, and creates a little pocket, and that gets where air gets trapped. Then there's another conversation or a question has come up about what do we know about hydrolyzed egg whites, and potentially replacing it with, is it any different than other dried egg whites, and replacing it with pea protein. And so we need to find out more about how they're using it, and sort of to be able to make recommendations. But
just to clarify, hydrolyzed egg whites are more functional than powdered egg whites, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yes,
that's going to be hard to replace that.
Yeah, and again, it depends if they're using it for things where they're whipping and making foam.
Like whipping, yeah.
It's very challenging.
It's almost impossible to do that unless you like super functionalize your pea protein, right? I've not heard of anything like that.
They're working on it. There's things that have been started, but and this goes back to that whole aquafaba conversation with the gentleman we talked with at the University of New Zealand, right? And so it's developing that functionality. That's the key thing. So that's going to be a real interesting conversation. And the other one was, this is a cool one. It's like, I want to find out more what's happening here. Cracking and exploding bread. So it's like, I'm not sure. It's probably a little bit lost.
What's the context? You're not giving me the context.
I don't know. I haven't read the details yet. I just saw the headline. So it sounds like maybe something that is maybe, I'm wondering if it's underproofed, and then it's getting too much oven spring late in the baking cycle after the crust is formed, that it's cracking open and bursting out, right?
Oh
maybe.
My God.
I don't think it's exploding like a firecracker.
An actual video of that.
But no, it's great to see members are sharing. And
if you have the solution to that and you're listening to this, please go to the forums and give us a solution, man.
Maybe we want more exploding bread. Maybe we'll have whole nother food network.
Exploding bread. Okay.
But yeah, fun times in the forum. It's really, it's one of those things with these types of social communities. They take time to establish their zenith point, or where people, and that everybody feels comfortable and stuff, and it kind of waxes and wanes. It goes up and down and stuff. And then I'm a member on several other forums for other personal hobby interests that I have, like my car, right? And so you see that there too, is that sometimes I post a question and then boom, 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 I get 5-6 answers right away, and then I hear nothing for 2 months, right? But and that's the fun of it,
That's the power of community, right?
Yeah, and get to know people.
We build it, the more people will participate. So.
Yeah, and the thing I really enjoy a lot is the opportunity to get to know people in other parts of this little blue marble, and the different cultures and things, that the challenges that we all face. I mean, we've had people yesterday on the seminar who were watching from Pakistan, right? So, and we have quite a few people in the forum who are from India. So it's really interesting, and all parts. So it's like we're covering all 24 hours of the time zones, and it's a really cool thing, I think, and that the internet is just phenomenal that way.
I have a question though, Mark. Where did all those people go before Bakerpedia?
I ask myself the very same thing. I mean,
why were they asking all these questions?
Yeah, I mean, as you know, I mean, before we had the forum, even long before I got to meet you personally, I mean, that's where I'd go to check for information quickly too, because it still is. It's a lot faster and more productive than trying to do a Google search or a Bing search and stuff.
Right.
And you get so much other flotsam and jetsam there that is irrelevant and doesn't make any sense or has nothing to do with professional information. I mean, while we were chatting with Thomas, I was trying to remember at the seminar yesterday, right? I was trying to remember what was that thing about caramel that's the big issue, and so I searched quickly in Google for caramel color allergies. Well, until I could find where they mentioned sulfites, I had to go through 2 pages, right? So you get all of the other things that are irrelevant and don't address the allergy or the food sensitivity. So yeah, you have a great resource that you have built, and I'm very grateful to be part of the team. And it's a lot of fun, and it's a great learning experience for everyone.
We're just starting to grow, Mark. We aren't going anywhere. We've got so much to do. We got so much work to do in terms of feeding information and get people trained at their desktops, at their fingertips, and that's why these Bakerview sessions that we had like yesterday was so well participated, over 100 registrants. I mean, for artisan bread, it's like, where are these 100 people coming from? It's like, I scratch my head today and understanding before us, who was doing this? Like, who was doing these Bakerviews? Like the one before, which was, what was that one? What was Shelf Life with you and Richard? That wasn't even addressed in any of the seminars I've been to, so I think what we're trying to understand is we're taking the questions that we see on our comment page and from the forums, and then wrapping seminars around those questions. So really hopefully we use this Friday forums to understand what are the problems out there, and then hopefully put them in little buckets and have Bakerview seminars to address them. So as I see what you're talking about with this this couple of ladies from Seattle, right? Starting up their own baking product. I mean, keto. That's amazing. Do you know how hard it is to bake with keto? Like,
yes, it is
really hard.
They've taken on an incredible challenge, and this is I'm hoping to invite them to interview them for a podcast in a couple of months as they work on preparing to scale up. Is that they've been basically it's one of these where they've started the business from home. and because of personal needs in terms of food sensitivities, reactions, allergies, and things like that. They have, between these two ladies who are friends, they have a number of things they're addressing. And they have the great, wonderful, good fortune that they found a gluten-free bakery, which is like very difficult to find in itself. So they have this bakery helping them starting to produce things in larger quantities. And now they're learning how to scale up. As we even talked about in our artisan seminar yesterday, it's about, managing your ingredient resources, where they come from, and how you're going to purchase. So there's a big learning curve there. And I've spent some time with them just to help get them started. And, it's a thrill for them. And I'm glad to be part of that. And it's something that we provide as a service as well, Bakerpedia, to be able to provide you your scale-up consulting and things like that it can be purchased on a per question.
And I want to address that too. And because I do see more of these keto questions coming through, I think we're going to be pulling one keto seminar together, because I do see a lot of that.
Yeah.
So currently there's nothing now in the market that addresses this market and this particular niche. I still think it's a fad, right? I still think it's a fad. So
it's
give it
in
a
the
few
fad
months.
phase right now. Yes.
Yeah, give it a few months to see if it is actually a fad or a trend that's going to stay. So we will see. And like with first movers, they are the ones that actually are going to, really nail this thing. So kudos to all the innovators out there in the baking industry. I love to see innovation like that. Congratulations for wanting to scale up your idea.
Yeah, they have a really neat personal cake, like a mini cake, and they do all kinds of different flavors. It's essentially based on a meringue with nuts in it, and as the cake layers, and a buttercream that is a non-dairy pudding-based buttercream. So it's a nice, light, fluffy buttercream, and very interesting. I mean, it's
makes me want to go keto.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks, Mark, for coming on today. And we will see you in the forums.
Yep. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone. See you in the forums.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.